Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The running back and leave it with him. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking...
There he goes! Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Rebels! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Number 17.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
7, Miami, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Find some fresh air. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Got the back over the middle. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Dupree. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Shows him the stiff arm. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd.
Let's go. Break. Single.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air, it's Lacey. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Snagged snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass.
Miami, 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
First and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
And the Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's now got 78 yards rushing in this one, and he is well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Dupree. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Toss sweep right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
Touchdown.
They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground, finding open areas. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, hits Porter. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's shot. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
28, Miami, 0.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. To the ground with the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Gilbert. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catch inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying the left side. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Ole Miss 28, Miami 7.
And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, to just just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Canes are threatening in the red zone. The play action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And the Canes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half. Man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
The Canes want to crank the tempo. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's at the 40, the 20, past the 10, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Rebels!
Dude, from 4th and goal, backs against the wall, you don't want to give up points to. I'm putting points on the scoreboard. What a play by this defense. Nice break on the football, gets the pick, finds the green grass, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw again. Finds his man. It's Upshaw. Oh, just keeps moving. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Hurricanes are flying down the field.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Leaves it with the back. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
Offense facing 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
35, Miami, 7.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilbert. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Right. Ready?
Using his legs, it's Dupree. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's got the back in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The quick out.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Lacey. It's complete on the right side. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Moore.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, and the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Single.
Looking to throw. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll start this drive from the 42. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Miami.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.